Neon Chrome is a top-down roguelike shooter with role-playing elements, created by Finnish developer 10 Tons. It immediately brings to mind recent games like Nuclear Throne and Enter the Gungeon, but it never feels derivative of those titles. Instead, it brings plenty of fresh ideas and refinements to the roguelite formula, and establishes itself as a worthy member of the genre. In Neon Chrome, you play a mysterious hacker attempting to overthrow the Neon Chrome Corporation through the use of cryogenically frozen combatants, lovingly named assets. Each game begins the same way. Select one of 3 random assets, each with their own weapons, abilities, and character classes, and fight as far as you can into the heart of the procedurally generated Neon Chrome facility. If and when your asset finally kicks the bucket, the resources he or she gained can be allocated to improve your stats, equipment, and abilities for subsequent runs. You can also purchase single-use upgrades that will expire after your next run, which adds an interesting element to resource management. Neon Chrome's roguelike formula is not exactly new, but it's a very polished expression of that formula, and above all, it's an absolute blast to play. The shooting mechanics are weighty and satisfying, the weapons are varied and interesting, the cyberpunk aesthetic bleeds into every aspect of the game's presentation, and most importantly, every death leaves you itching to start a new run. And rest assured, you will die. Neon Chrome is not an easy game, and intelligent decision making is a must if you want to survive. Around every new corner is an important choice. On whom do you spend that final rocket? Is your health pool large enough to justify a melee upgrade instead of a shield? Will that ammo doubling implant still be useful if you find a different weapon? The game is constantly forcing you to make meaningful choices that can make or break your run, resulting in a very enjoyable tension that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Of course, none of this would matter if every run felt the same, but Neon Chrome's best feature is its variety. Dungeon layouts are interesting and almost entirely destructible, and the top-down viewing angle allows you to plan and execute complex strategies, or watch your plan fall apart at the seams. Harder levels introduce a wide variety of enemy types and environmental hazards that will keep you on your toes. And there are tons of weapons and abilities to unlock in every chapter, which gives you a reason to revisit areas you've already completed. The game also features local co-op, which is nice in an era when local multiplayer is so often overlooked. That said, there's no online multiplayer out of the box, which might be an issue for many players. All things considered, Neon Chrome is in fantastic shape for a 1.0 version, and I believe it has a ton of potential if the developer continues to support it. If you're a fan of roguelikes, shooters, or just action games in general, I strongly recommend Neon Chrome.